We've all seen the rich girl aesthetic on our feeds, the perfectly curated morning routine, the designer sunglasses, and the constant travel. It looks like a dream, right? But I'm gonna let you in on a secret that most aesthetic influencers won't tell you. A lot of those girls are one missed paycheck away from a total financial meltdown. They have the look, but they don't have the literacy. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mary, and here at Mary Invests, we don't care about looking rich nearly as much as we care about being rich. I'm talking about don't have to look at the price tag at the grocery store rich, retire at 40 if I feel like it rich. I started exactly where you are, scrolling and wondering how the math was ever going to add up. But I realized that building wealth isn't a gate-kept secret, it's a series of habits. Today, I'm breaking down the 3 rich girl habits that actually build a 6-figure net worth and beyond. The first habit of a truly wealthy woman is that she never, ever lets herself be trapped. In the finance world, they call this an emergency fund. At Mary Invests, we call it your sovereignty fund. This isn't just for when your car breaks down. This is for your sovereignty as a human being. I remember a girl I used to work with. She was brilliant, but she stayed in a toxic, soul-crushing job for 3 years longer than she should have. Why? Because she had massive lifestyle creep. As soon as she got a raise, she got a more expensive apartment. As soon as she got a bonus, she bought a new wardrobe. She was a high earner, but she had zero sovereignty. She couldn't quit because she was 2 weeks away from being broke. A rich girl knows that her first 3 to 6 months of living expenses belong in a high-yield savings account. If your money is sitting in a standard checking account earning 0.01% interest, you are effectively losing money to inflation every single day. Think of your sovereignty fund as your get-out-of-jail-free card. It's the money that allows you to walk away from a bad boss, a bad relationship, or a bad situation without a second thought. That is the ultimate luxury. Habit number 2 is the invisible upgrade. Most people spend their money on things people can see, like shoes or new tech, but wealthy girls spend their money on things that grow. The most financially illiterate thing you can do is work for your money and then let that money just sit there. A rich girl makes her money work a second job for her. Think of your dollars like little employees. If they're just sitting in your wallet, they're on a permanent coffee break. We want them out there working. The easiest way to do that is through ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. Instead of trying to pick the next big stock like you're a day trader, which is exhausting and risky, you buy the whole market. For example, an S&P 500 ETF lets you own a tiny slice of the 500 biggest companies in America. When they win, you win. Over the long term, the stock market has historically returned about 7 to 10% annually. If you invest $500 a month with an 8% return, in 20 years, you aren't just looking at the $60,000 you put in, you're looking at nearly $300,000. That is the invisible upgrade. Your bank account grows while your lifestyle stays intentionally savvy. The third habit is a mindset shift. Most people are trained to be professional consumers. We are taught to look at a problem and ask, what can I buy to fix this? But a girl who is building wealth looks at the world as a producer. When a producer sees a trend on social media, she doesn't think, I need to buy that. She thinks, how can I create something that serves this audience? Millionaires rarely have just one stream of income. They have their 9 to 5, but they also have a side hustle, a digital product, or dividend payments. They diversify because they know that job security is an illusion. You have a skill right now that someone would pay for. Maybe you're great at organizing, or you're a pro at design. Don't just be the girl who buys the product. Be the girl who understands the business. Start small. Sell your clutter to fund your first investment. Start a newsletter. Take a freelance gig. When you have multiple streams of income, your stress levels drop because your survival isn't tied to one person's opinion of your work. Being a rich girl isn't about what you have in your closet. It's about what you have in your brokerage account and the peace of mind in your head. It's about being frugal chic, splurging on what you love, but being ruthless with the expenses that don't add value to your life. If you're ready to start your wealthy girl era, hit that subscribe button. We talk about real numbers and real growth here at Mary Invests. Your homework for today? Open your bank app and decide right now how much you're going to move into your sovereignty fund this month. Even if it's $10, start the habit. I'll see you in the next one. Keep investing in yourself.